Jensen, it's Miller. Listen, I need your eyewitness report as soon as possible. What's your ETA?
Depends on how many cops ask to see my papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
Spolupráce s příslušníky státní policie je povinná. Pro svou vlastní bezpečnost dbejte její na pokrytí. I found the answer. Wisdom lies on the sheep, friends. Join us. Come help us. Do not hesitate. Do not live in fear any longer. Faith in the machine God will bring you peace. Seek and you will find. You will find meaning in the arms of the machine God. You will find belonging to the oneness of singularity. Do you despair for your future?
Adam, what's going on? I didn't expect to hear from you.
I didn't expect my doctor to find dormant AUGs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant experimental AUGs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. You have my word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test AUGs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
My God, you've got a Titan AUG? It's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DoD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
Orlov? Sounds Russian. Who is he? Why wouldn't he have fit in?
He was supposed to be a boy wonder, a neuroscience prodigy. Got his master's degree in Moscow, post-grad in the US. His grades were off the chart, but his theories were sketchy at times. Megan said his ethics were questionable.
Megan? Megan Reed said that? The woman who gave you my DNA to experiment with?
We didn't hire him, Adam. 2 minutes into the interview, and I could tell Orlov didn't like his ideas being challenged by anyone. Least of all, a strong woman like your ex.
These schematics you saw. Don't suppose you kept a copy?
They were classified. I never had a copy. The only reason I even saw them was because the Defense Department valued my opinion. Seraph Industries did good work back in the day. When we signed a schematic, you knew it was solid.
I've got to find this guy.
Adam, let me track him down for you. I'm leaving for London soon, but I can make phone calls, reach out to people. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Do it. Contact me by infolink when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never felt right about losing touch with you after Panchea. When I heard you'd shown up in Detroit alive a year after everyone thought you were dead, it Why didn't you get in touch with us?
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Seraph. I've got questions I need answered.
I will, I promise. I'll call you.
I was lost like you, friend. I faced persecution and I broke. I hated myself and my augmented body. No longer. In our bodies, in our augmented bodies, lies our salvation. We carry.
So wait, what you're telling me is that you're more concerned about organized crime.
I said your papers are expired.
But they just extended my contract. I need to get to work so they can validate my paper.
Result, you should have done this yesterday. These papers are out of date.
I got them last week.
No, they expired last week.
I must have taken the old ones by mistake. How does this Revia work? Do you need Augs to build it, or do you want us to live there?
Both, actually. Although everyone is welcome. It's being built by the...
When you wish upon a star.
What?
The song. It's in my head. It makes me think of the old puppet shop. You remember the one when we were kids? Shame it's closed now.
Something wrong?
That place should have been burned to the ground years ago. Fucking puppets and clowns are the spawn of the devil.
Are you telling me you don't think they should all be moved there? No.
Here we go.
No way. He tried to
Excuse me?
Yeah?
Can you please tell me how to get to number 33?
Got turned around? His wallet with his fake arms and pulled it out like everything was fine.
Access granted.
Like I'm always telling you, Rado, people in all country are more genuine. They treat each other with respect. If a man has something to say, he says it to your face. Politely. That is what... Listen.
Go away, Clegg. We're closed.
Oh, he is not here to gamble, Vano. Are you?
You're Otar?
I am Mr. Botkovelli, yes. And who are you?
I'm here on behalf of a concerned third party.
Oh, you hear that, Vano? Our guest is a very private person.
I found it pays to be cautious when you don't know exactly who you're dealing with.
That is true. But sometimes it can create problems which could have been avoided had they been more forthcoming. If neither man is willing to compromise, they cannot reach a satisfactory understanding.
I would like to avoid any misunderstandings.
Good. So in this case, since you already know my name, and no doubt other things about me, I think you owe me the same courtesy.
I'm with Interpol, but I'm not here to cause any trouble. Organized crime is someone else's department. I'm here to pick up the shipment you're withholding from Václav Koller.
Vano, look. The only honest policeman in Prague. Koller must want this item very much to send someone like you. But I will tell you what I told Koller. No, you cannot have the Calibrator, and you can't either. Dealing with Augs is bad business. A point which some people in this organization have yet to understand.
Koller didn't send me. I volunteered after he explained his situation. Sounded like he can use a little help. The truth is, though, I'm doing this for me. I need some repairs done, and Koller needs the Calibrator to do them.
Do you believe this, man, Vano? Such commitment to honesty. But now I wonder about your commitment to other people. But tell me, Mr. Friendship, how far are you willing to go to help out a friend in need?
If someone needs my help, I give it. Any way I can.
It is like I am always telling him you can get a lot accomplished just by having a conversation. I will let you have the Calibrator.
Thanks. And what's it gonna cost me?
Listen to the man, Vano. Even when he gets what he wants, he does not trust it. What shall we do with such a man? What will it cost? A favor.
What kind of favor?
Don't worry. I will let you know in due time. It won't be too painful. Not for you. What do you say? Do we have a deal, Mr.
Jensen, we have a deal.
Excellent. Upstairs in my office, you will find Koller's Calibrator. I will be in touch.
Just so you know, this is...
In Russia, hacked combat drones attacked St. Petersburg.
All right, Kohler. I've got your neuroplasticity calibrator.
That's great! I'm gonna pencil you in for that optimization procedure. Just as soon as I'm done with this house call.
What house call?
I got this other client, you know, doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Neither do I, Kohler. Call me when you're ready.
This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you.
Never expected to see Mr. Botkovelli agree with me, Yobo.
Our portable data system, massive storage.
A smart... Businessman keeps his options.
Эй, все, хватит.
You cannot always kill a man for every little thing. That is ridiculous. You know why, Vano?
Because
Next, please.
I don't think anyone's here. Hey there, you looking for a new stereo system?
I don't really get much time to listen to music.
How about movies? You like movies? Or maybe you got other interests?
What kind of movies are we talking about?
Oh, never mind. I was just making a stupid joke.
What you really mean is you don't want to tell me, since it's obvious I didn't come here for that. Calm down. I'm not a cop. What do you mean by other interests?
Well, I figure a man like you, he might need a little energy boost from time to time.
You're not talking about protein bars, are you?
Biocells, my friend. In perfect working order and completely under the radar.
Sure, I'll take one.
Well, that's it. You've cleaned me out.
I think I'll be on my way.
You're free to come back if you change your mind.
We had them in interrogation, but then...
Anonymity.
Right?
How come we make deals with them?
You are going to die with my car. 2029
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v komoutu v tím.
That's quite a look.
Alex, this whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant?
You're heading into TF29 already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
Verified. Agent Adam Jensen.
How does that help us find who did it?
It doesn't, but it might lead to another clue that will.
And in the meantime, let's keep digging. See what we can find.
Listen up, team. What's their status? Where was that chopper headed?
I have that are promising, but they're privately owned, and
these are chances in the
those guys might as well be ghosts.
Adam Jensen, report to Peter Chang's office. Adam Jensen to Peter Chang's office.
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, Aria, yeah. It was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm alright.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now, a meeting with Leon, I think.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving access to people he's vetted personally. The bombing really freaked him out. Third one in 6 months, can you believe it? I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Aria. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
Copy that.
In Russia.
I'll mail it. I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. No.
Dr. Ozed, you have an outside call cleared and urgent. The abdomen
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Everything's got pretty hair. In Dubai, no one's going to
Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and
I think Singh's got some kind of adrenaline addiction. He plays it too close to the edge.
He made it out of Dubai, didn't he?
I'm telling you, if it had been...
Well, you know what? I think you're right about that.
Agent Jensen!
Wake of a devastating terror attack.
Agent Singh. Wasn't expecting to see you again. In civvies, at least.
Just passing through. I wanted to thank your team for the backup in Dubai. That sting went to hell faster than the storm did.
You're welcome. But I don't think you came all this way to say thanks.
Director Miller asked me to get Agent McCready up to speed. Now I have the red-eye flight back to Oman.
Headed into the field office there?
Not exactly. One of our black sites. I'll be dropped in as a captured enemy combatant. After I contact my fellow Jinn prisoners, I shall lead a very convenient escape.
Re-embedding with the Jinn. Aren't you taking a big risk, given everything that happened?
No choice. That ambush knocked everyone on their asses. TF29, Bell Tower, the Jinn. To cover all the angles, I need to go back. Hopefully my cover is still good. You killing the signal booster at the hotel should help.
You're thinking the Jinn can get a beat on our gate crashers faster than TF29?
Perhaps. They do not like loose ends. An augmented kill squad with military training. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Yeah, once. But it's a long story. Did we get anything out of the cleanup operation?
Mostly corpses. Heavily augmented, as you know. Under those gold masks, they were ID scrubbed. No prints, no dentals, no DNA match. Professional.
Could still be ex-Bell Tower. Plenty of men and material went AWOL after the incident. A competing faction that listened in on Shepard's sale.
It's a possibility. The audits and investigations of Bell Tower will go on for years before we know how many rats jumped from that ship. At least we recovered their weapons. Unlisted. High spec. Military-grade augmentation. Enough to build another couple of you. That is a joke.
Right. It's the world we live in. Anyone with an exemption to the weaponized augment ban is a useful tool. Or a terrorist. Whoever they were, they knew exactly when the deal was going down. Any chance they were based locally, in Dubai?
No. After the incident, Dubai became the world's most luxurious tombstone. Perfect for the Jinn, but for no one else.
I thought human augmentation was frowned on in the Middle East. Why was Dubai hit so hard?
Because it was another world. Two other worlds, in fact. One of extreme augmentations in gold or crystal, and one of thousands of workers outfitted for construction. Then, that day.
I know.
No, Agent Jensen, you could not. Some called it divine punishment. But that day was not the work of a merciful God.
I don't envy what you've got ahead of you.
Actually, I'm looking forward to it. The truth is, when you've been under for long enough, you only feel like an imposter out here, in the real world.
Yeah, I understand the feeling.
It is Jensen, yes?
Well, I'm going as fast as I can.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed.
This is so weird.
When an augmented
Agent
passenger
Jensen!
broke into the plane's
Look, I'm going as
cockpit
fast as I can.
and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the platform.
here, the explosives were designed to get maximum spread.
There isn't much here to go on.
Is it or is it not a probable target?
The terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live.
I just wish someone would nut up and take the blame.
That's all the data I have right
Run
now.
DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
I highly doubt whoever did this bothered to stick around.
I don't even know where to start with theorizing percentages.
These
I'm
guys might
sorry,
as well
we're
be
all in
ghosts.
strung out shape.
No, that's not consistent with the train
Last
station
night, the
cameras.
collective published the tax
We know
returns
state
for the
police
50
aren't
richest
above
people in
profiling.
Switzerland. It made for some very interesting reading.
Cute.
Composition can tell us a
But they're
lot.
never gonna...
Jensen, we need to talk.
Sweatshop during the halftime show.
I'm not hearing things. Are you two actually praising the collector?
I've been scrubbing through garbage for hours. Still
If we don't
nothing.
learn the way these people think, we'll never track them down.
My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
All right, you have any leads?
I traced our hacker snoop to an unrented apartment. Top floor, 33 Halavni, just down the street. This guy walks by us every single day. Probably walks in.
You're kidding.
See? You feel it now. The constant buried alive feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we were supposed to be suspicious of things that go on outside these walls.
It's never that simple.
Just get into that apartment, access the computer they used, and find out what you can. And be careful, Jensen. We don't know who we're dealing with.
I'll look into it. As soon as I know something, so will you.
No, that's not consistent with... the train station cameras.
Be careful out there.
I think one of them is
Nice.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Alex, the whisper chip is in.
Weird, it's already picking up a freak. Jesus, Adam, is Miller in there right now?
Shit, gotta go.
Jensen, I need to see you, now!